guys, welcome back to the vlog. Sorry if my head's cut off a little bit. Life be lifing, as the kids say. But I just got back from having to pick up a couple of things, including groceries. Back is killing me. I'm overdue for a massage. Okay, y'all know how I feel about my spa days and stuff. So this is not a beer, even though this is like, I'm pretty sure this is a beer glass or whatever, but it's just apple juice. I made myself some breakfast tacos because when in Austin, I am all over the place. So just bear with me over these next couple of vlogs. I feel like the next couple of months of vlogs are going to be a little bit more chaotic than normal, and I think my thoughts are just more disjointed than normal, or than usual, I should say, not more than normal, but more than usual, and all that. So I'm trying to organize my thoughts, try to organize the channel, organize the vlogs and stuff, because I want to visually kind of change up slightly. Sorry if you see me doing this, just because of my back, but I kind of want to change things up a little bit more visually and kind of expand on my editing skills. So I just wanted to check in for today. So I'm in the middle of filming and also editing videos that you at this point would have seen already. So I have no idea, I can't remember what I've been talking about, but I've been trying to get back into my hobbies, just things that I really enjoy that kind of help keep my stress to a minimum. I think I told you about the crochet class that I had gone to, and it just kind of sparked or kind of re-sparked that joy that I have for crocheting and textile type crafts like that. So after that class, I didn't really do much. I finished my trivets that I had started in that class. I had finished them at home and was like, okay, I want to do some other projects. So I started saving a bunch of digital patterns and inspiration photos of crocheted outfits and things that I want to make on my Pinterest board. Yesterday, as I was kind of just moving about, I was like, oh, let me go to Austin Creative Reuse, because you guys know, if you've been following me for a minute, that I really like that place because it allows you to get into your crafting bag without spending a ton of money. So I have a bag of yarn here. Literally a bag full of yarn. That bag, this is including tax because we don't have that over here, was $22. Mind you, a skein of yarn or skein of yarn like this size, which is quite big, although I feel like some is missing. They definitely use some, which is fine. So I have 2 of them. But this alone would have cost anywhere between $5 to $7, just kind of depending on where it's coming from. It could have been cheaper than that, but for the most part, when you buy a lot of yarn, it can get really expensive. So I have tons of skeins here. So I just wanted to show you really quickly the color. So you guys know that my favorite color is greens. This is kind of like a sagey green. It's showing up a little bit brighter on camera than what it is in real life, but the color is essentially true to color. And it's this, I think it's acrylic because it feels like it. Yeah, it's acrylic. Anyways, I got this cream color as well. I got this really soft, this is a little bit bulkier. So this is what, weight 4? I think these 2 are weight 4 and this is weight 5. So I got this because I wanted to make, at first I was like, oh, there's 4 skeins here, maybe I could make a blanket, and I was like, no, I'd probably need a lot more than that. And so I was like, maybe I could make a chunky sweater or just some sort of chunky something to wear that's kind of an over thing. And then I think this was the last one that I got. It's the same as the cream one, just a different color, this kind of brown, light brown color. So with these 3, I'm thinking of making, there are a couple different things that I'm thinking. At first I was thinking sweaters, right? Just cute little sweaters that I can kind of throw over a dress or, a tank top or a t-shirt or something if it's spring or fall time and I just need a little something kind of light to kind of carry with me. So I was thinking these 3 colors because I think they would look really cute and would pretty much go with a lot of the things that I wear that are a little bit nicer. But then I was also thinking about making an overcoat type situation made out of granny squares, but I go back and forth about that. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with these color, like the actual item, what it'll look like, but I know that I want to make some clothing items out of this stuff. And like I said, I want to make something kind of bulky or kind of thick, chunky sweater type thing out of this, and hopefully I have enough. I think I bought like all of the yarn that they had in this color, and it was 4, and they're pretty full. I don't think if anybody used the yarn or like started using the yarn, they didn't use much of it. This I have 2 skeins of. This I have 3. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I have 3 of these. No, I have 4. Yeah, I have 4 of this color and then 3 of the brown color. So I think I have enough to make a nice size sweater with those 3 colors. But I got that and I was like, let me just do a quick little haul. Okay, just kind of show the vlog what it is I'm about to get myself into. Not today, because I need to get the crochet hooks. And I need to find a Michaels or something since Joann's went out of business, and see if they've got some decently priced crochet hooks. So I'm gonna sit here, chill out, watch some YouTube for a little bit, eat my tacos because I know that they're getting cold. Actually, they're getting very cold, so I'm gonna need to warm them back up. And then we can check in a little bit later. Hey folks, welcome back to the vlog. I'll turn this way, it's probably easier for me to see me with the light in my face. Oh, I have this little robe. Let me step back. This little robe that I got from, where did I get this from? I think I got it from Walmart. I think. It's actually too big. It's quite massive, but I'm glad that I did get it bigger because you can kind of like cocoon yourself into it. And I'm really cold, and I realized that I didn't get a cozy dressing gown or robe, because this one's made out of like a towel material. Like I got this for when I get out of the shower, can like allow my oils and stuff to soak in. So yeah, I was like, man, I'm really cold. Like I didn't, like the air be blasting no matter where you're at in Texas, if there's some place that has air conditioning. So I'm just very cold. And it's like, I don't want to turn the air off because it's also Texas and it's hot as Hades. So it's just dangerous for you to do that. But anyways, I can show you actually, I just mentioned some oils. I can actually do like a little bit of like a haul with you to share some things that I've kind of been shopping for, because you guys know that I love shopping for body care and skincare and stuff, but I have also been trying to be more, not necessarily strategic. Oh, if you hear like some noise, it's just the washing machine. But I've been trying to be a little bit more kind of budget conscious when it comes to my skincare. So I've simplified it quite a bit. I don't really have a lot of skincare products. I pretty much used up all of the skincare that I originally had, that I had shipped to South Africa. And I brought all that back with me. I still have some things left that I'm in the middle of using, but all of the kind of original items that I had are almost done. So at some point, maybe within the next couple of months, I might have to replenish some things. Yeah, when I first got here, of course I wasn't thinking about buying skincare and stuff because I already had some with me. And then I've gone to TJ Maxx and, did I go to Marshall's? No, I think I just went to TJ Maxx, and I saw a couple of brands that either I wanted to try or brands that I haven't had for a while, and some products that I really love. So I put in, not a huge order, but like a maybe slightly big, I don't know, like medium-sized order of some body care products from Ancient Cosmetics. So I'm gonna grab some of this stuff, and then we can do like a little retrospective haul. Okay, I realized that there's some things that I'm not going to be able to show you because I've already used them, but we'll just try to go through it really quickly. So, and I forgot to mention that I actually bought some stuff from Lush because it's been a minute, and yeah, I just wanted to get a couple of things from Lush. I didn't want to get too many things because if you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know how crazy obsessed I am with Lush and just how kind of expensive it can be. So you have to be very cognizant of your money when you're buying things. And I didn't just buy all this stuff all of a sudden, like it's kind of been over the course of however many months I've been here. So I'll start with Lush stuff just because this stuff is a little bit, like it looks like this. So I'll start with this product. It's kind of melted a little bit, which is funny that I use the word melt because it's a bath melt. if I can get this out without getting too messy myself. But it kind of melts in the bottom of the bag, so it looks a little funky. Oh, it smells so good. This is the Sticky Dates bath melt, and you can see it kind of got like mangled a little bit in the bag. I'm not really touching it. I'm just touching the paper because this is very like oily. But if you can tell, it's got like little lines, and it's kind of like that throughout the entire bar. I think there's 8 like pieces that you can break off and put into your bath. So when your bath is hot, obviously, you break off a piece of this or 2, you know, depending on however many you want to use, and then it just kind of melts in with the hot water. I got the bath melt, a bubble bar, which I'm about to show you, and then 2 bath bombs. This is a bubble bar. Look at it, this thing is huge. I could probably get like anywhere from like 2 to 4 baths of it from it, depending on how kind of sudsy I want the water to be. But this is this the rose bubble room? I can't remember. I'll put the names on the screen, but this smells like really fresh, almost like apples. Maybe it's an apple. Maybe it's the apple one. I can't remember, but it looks like this. You can tell it's got a little thing here to mimic a little stem. Ooh, oh no! So I have this one. It smells really good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a latte. You can see that there's some indentations here, and that's because these little like almond thingies fell out of it. There you go. That's what it was supposed to look like. But then all the things fell out because this is very crumbly. And then there's this one. Very cool looking. I'm sorry I don't know the names. I don't remember. And then when you go into Lush, you can put them in these paper bags, you know, so that the stuff isn't like just fully exposed, but they don't have any of the names on them because these bags are lying all over the shop. So that's what I got from Lush. I told you I went to TJ Maxx. Yeah, it was just TJ Maxx, and saw some brands that, and there aren't many things from there that I bought, but there was this one brand that I saw in James Walsh's video like eons ago, like a couple months back. And it's this brand called Belief, and I think it's a Korean skincare brand. And if you're into skincare, then you obviously will be interested in this. And if you're someone like me that has like dry skin and hydration is kind of something that you really try to prioritize in your skincare routine from head to toe, then this may be a brand that you might want to check out. Most of the like, especially Korean skincare brands that I've been using, and even like non-Korean skincare brands that I've been using have been influenced from him. So when I heard of Believe, because I think he was sponsored by them in one video, I was like, oh, that's a brand that I never heard of before. Let me check them out. But because, again, I'm trying to be cognizant of how much money I'm spending on skincare because it is my vice, I was like, well, I'm not going to go out and just buy a whole new skincare line when I don't necessarily need it, right? Like, I'm perfectly fine with my skincare right now. So when I went into TJ Maxx, I had no intentions of buying anything, let alone skincare. And so when I first walked in, I was like, oh, you know, let me go to the skincare and like beauty section. Mistake, but not really, because I was pretty good. And so I saw that they had the Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb moisturizer. And this is one that he had mentioned in his video. And it's like a small version of it, which is good so that if for some reason I don't really like it, I'm not wasting too much product. And then next to it, I was so happy to see this because even when I was in South Africa, I would try to order stuff from CosRx, and like the moisturizer was always out of stock, like everywhere. The Snail Mucin one, or not the Snail Mucin, the all-in-one. Oh my gosh, I was able to find this, and it was cheaper, like it's $16.99 from TJ Maxx. And I think this normally is like $20 or $30 or something. So I was able to find not one, but 2. And I'm pretty sure they had like 3 or 4 there, but I was like, nah, let me leave this for the next person. I don't need to overconsume here. I already know that I like it, and I know that I don't typically use a ton of it. So these 2 will last me for a while. I almost forgot. Another thing that I love about Lush is that they always try to load you up with some samples. And if there are some things that you want to try out, they will just give you a little pot of it. And I completely forgot that I had a few samples from them. So they gave me this Sticky Dates. It's not a shower gel. It's the lotion. This is what it looks like. It I know what this reminds me of. If you've ever had those granola bar cracker things from Nature's Valley, this is exactly what it smells like. And then the guy who was checking me out was like, oh, is there anything else that you think that you would want to try out or whatever? And I was like, well, I'm thinking about one of the face masks because my favorite face mask was Odafix, and Odafix was discontinued like several years ago. And he was like, oh, you know, that is a fan favorite. And he was like, they did kind of bring it back, but like change the name and then kind of change the texture, because Odafix was very like, it had oatmeal in the face mask, so it was quite crumbly and kind of chunky when you put it on your face, but still a lovely experience when you put on the mask and wash it off, and my face always felt really lovely afterwards. So he recommended, I think it was this one, Power Reflect Banana Face Mask, I think is what it's called. I don't know, I'll have to look it up online, but this is what it looks like. It's like yellow. He recommended this Beauty Sleep mask, and he said that it has blueberries in it, got antioxidants and little things like that in there. I like the color. And the last thing was stuff from Ancient Cosmetics. So I'm telling you, when I got back to the States, guys, the ads, the way that they just push consumerism in your face is unfreaking real. And it's not like other countries don't have ads, but I swear it's on a different level here. Like, you are being sold everything. But we could talk about that in another vlog. But anyways, so I kept seeing Ancient Cosmetics put out all of these ads for like their different deals and stuff, right? You get like 3 body oils for like, was it $10? Or buy one get one free, or some sort of promotion that just made it very difficult to resist, okay? So I was like, you know what, let me just buy some body oils and some butters and some soap and stuff, because like I'm gonna need soap, and I like to support Black-owned businesses. And the only soaps that I've been using for the past, like, I don't know, maybe like with the exception of us being in South Africa, but even then I still was using the soap that I had brought with me. For the past couple of years, I've only been using soap from Black-owned businesses. So I wanted to kind of get back to that coming back here. And so when I got the ads, I felt like the timing was pretty nice. Now, I bought 3 body oils, 3 body butters, and 3 soaps. Now, I'm only going to be able to show you one because one I've already used. There's one that's in the shower now, and I don't feel like grabbing it because it's like out and exposed. And then I have the one here. So I got the double butter. This is the body butter, but the scent is double butter, and then it's whipped. And this one's open. This is what I'm using. Let me tell you guys, you do not need a lot of this. And mind you, I got 3 of these, which means that I'm probably going to have body butter for the next several years, because I'm going to replace the oil and the soaps probably 10 times over before I even get through one of these. Now, this doesn't smell like anything except like shea butter, right? I got the vanilla chai latte one. Now, this isn't my first time trying a body oil, or like a body oil. The one that I typically use is from L'Occitane in the almond scent. This is so nice. This is so nice. And what I love about it is that it doesn't make you feel like an oil slick. This will probably make you feel like an oil slick if you use too much more than anything else, but this absorbs into the skin so nicely. And then as soon as you come out, you smell like a vanilla latte. So the next one is a toasted marshmallow. Now, obviously this isn't open because it's gonna take me forever and a day to get through the first one, so I won't be opening this anytime soon. And then all the labels look the same, right? Like, it's just the product may look different. And I have the corresponding oils. I have the oils in here because they're still oils and they can get on everything. And then the last one is brown sugar. This smells so good. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. And then again, I got it in the corresponding body butter, and I already just showed you the body oil. But yeah, like, you know, your girl loves skincare, body care, because it's a way of kind of showing self-care to moi. Yeah, it's just been a while since I've kind of not necessarily gone all out, because this isn't really the way that I shop for skincare and body care as I have in the past. This is actually quite muted, and it's also been over the course of a couple of months instead of like one huge trip. at one time. But I just wanted to share that with you guys really quickly because you guys know that I love skincare. I'm looking at this plant. I'm gonna show you guys this plant that my friends gave me. Just give me 1 second. My friends got me this plant and I've had this for, ooh, how long have I had it for? Maybe like a month? It's been in, they gave it to me this way and I was supposed to put it in soil like a month ago. It's still kicking, but you can tell that like the roots, they need some soil. They need some soil. They need to be put into some nutrients of some kind. It's a, what is it called? Praying hands plant. So you see how it's like down now? It's down like this. But like at night, the leaves go up. Like I can't do it now because I don't want to force it, but the leaves go straight up. So kind of like, you know, praying hands. And what's funny is that when my friends told me that they like go up, I thought they meant that they like close in like that, kind of like a Venus flytrap. And so I was looking for the leaves to like curl into themselves, and I was like, I don't get what it's doing. And then as I saw it kind of do its thing, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So at night, it will kind of go up and all the leaves will be straight up. But I need to get a pot and some soil for that, so I'll get that today. I also need to get some crochet hooks because I showed you guys yesterday that I got that big bag of yarn, but I wasn't able to find any crochet needles like at all at Awesome Creative Use. They've got tons and tons and tons of knitting needles, but not crochet needles. And I'm like, okay, this isn't really helping me. Welcome back to the vlog. Just got back from just really quickly running those errands that I told you about, and I wanted to show you what I got. So I just start with the pot. I was gonna get, you know, a cutesy little pot that, you know, has some sort of cutesy little design to it. And then I was like, nah, let me just stick with the classic. Let me just get a terracotta plant pot and keep it pushing. So I got that. It's got the little drainage hole as usual. And then I got the little kind of catch-all dish so that it can sit in there and the plant can drain. I did get some crochet needles, which I'm super excited about because now I'll be able to get started on some of the projects that I want to get into. And this is so nostalgic because this is the kit that I started on when I first started crocheting. So it's kind of like, oh, full circle. But yeah, these ones from Susan Bates, I think, is she like the OG of making these? I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is what I had the last time. But yeah, so it has the different sizes. This is the one that I think I started on. As I may have mentioned when I was hauling the yarn, the instructor, did I mention? I'm pretty sure I mentioned that the instructor at the crochet class allowed us to keep whatever materials that we were using in the class. And so he let me keep the skein of yarn that I used to make my little trivet thingy things. And then he also allowed me to keep the needle that I was using, and it was a J10. Oh, and then I also got, I wasn't planning on getting these, but I'm glad that I did, was just some stitch markers. So that's what I got from Michael's. And then I got a step back for this one. And so for the plant, I got this potting mix. I was just looking for regular dirt, regular dirt, but I found everything that you could find that wasn't just regular dirt. And I walked past this thinking, oh, this is like a slightly large bag and I don't need that much dirt right now. I'm not really seeing any smaller bags of dirt. So I guess this is as good as it's gonna get. I'm actually going to open this up and put this plant in this pot. Et voila. It looks so much better. It was in that little jar for the longest time.